Alright, what's up guys? Sorry, it took me a while to set up that time. We're back for season 2. I'm starting late tonight, starting with the Manufacturer Series race instead of the Nations Cup race, which was on earlier and I missed it. But we are once again driving for Porsche. I did some pretty extensive testing. As far as I can tell, there's no other car for me. There's no other car that behaves the way I need it to behave. It's just really balanced, really planted. It's so fuel efficient. It's so, kind to the tyres that I really think it's just the way for me to go again this season. So can't wait to get out there and lose. Just doing a quick practice lap before we actually get into the real thing. There's something really cool about this track. Sorry. I actually have to exit that because I'm not in the session, am I? There we go. That would have been embarrassing. Something really cool about this track that you might notice while I'm driving, if you've ever driven on that kind of freeway before, you can see that they're actually made in pieces that are dropped into place and then connected. And every time I drive over one of those connectors, you can see it kick the wheel. This wheel, I don't actually think I've described this wheel to you on a stream before. It's a Fanatic CSL Elite. It's the PS4 compatible version, obviously, because we're playing Gran Turismo. It's got 6 Newton meters of torque, so it's pretty got a lot of resistance to it, and it's really informative force feedback. It can actually hurt you. It's hurt me before. First time I used it, I was sore for a couple of days. Obviously nothing too serious, just some kind of sprain. Maybe because I'm old and weak and frail now, but that's just my problem. I'm sure anybody who uses it will probably find it to be pretty satisfying to get that kind of strength in your force feedback. And I honestly think it helps with your lap times, even though I can lap pretty well as fast on a controller. I can do it much more consistently on this wheel. So we're starting today in Tokyo, the Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop, which I'm finding to be a pretty cool track, and I like it. I don't think there's going to be too many violent crashes on this one. It's more likely, as far as I'm concerned, that the problem people are going to have is getting penalties when they touch the wall. And the reason you get penalties when you touch the wall in Gran Turismo is because without doing severe damage to your car, you would be able to touch the wall and use that to sort of shave tenths and entire seconds off your lap times if you were to figure out how to do it right and game the system to use the wall to go faster. So the penalties are pretty harsh if you do touch the wall. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just going to put medium tyres on for the qualifying. Once we get out, I'm going to set my brake balance back to, I'll set it to -1. So in order to enact my strategy, I'm probably going to have to cut the qualifying session short because I need to put hard tyres on the front and medium tyres on the back. So the mandatory tyre for this session is the hard tyre. but I don't want to run a whole set of tyres because it's slow. I've actually found that a set of medium tyres on the back and a set of hard tyres on the front with the brake balance completely to the front will give you even wear, and it gives you a better lap time than you would get if you were running hards on the front and back. So we're going to run out 10 laps on that tyre configuration, and then we're going to pit stop halfway through the 10th lap, and we will refuel the car to about 54%. Good chance we'll cross the line with 0% fuel, maybe 1 or 2, because the slipstream from other cars is going to help us conserve fuel. But I won't be taking any active measures to conserve fuel. I'm just going to refuel halfway. I don't really like having to conserve fuel. If you've caught some of my previous streams, you'll know exactly how bad I am at it. Oh, that was rough. So I should be lapping at about 142, maybe 143 if I'm particularly slow on the first stint, the first tyre configuration. And then I should be lapping at 141, might even manage a 140. So the Porsche's off the pace. We already established that. It's really not very fast in comparison to some of these other cars, but as I've mentioned on other streams, the potential to have a really great strategy that you can use to beat people in the pit lane is really high in this car. Alright, I think most of the grid's out. See what kind of lap we can throw together. There's still people behind me. So just nice and slow. Oh, okay. Maybe not if you're that guy. I really don't want to be running up the back of people. I mean, my qualifying times are not going to be fast, not in comparison to some of these other cars on the grid. So on the way around the lap, we're going to want to hit that first curb on the right hand side, but we absolutely must not hit the inside curb on the left hand side, because that will take us out for sure. I kind of got a bad start to this lap. I wasn't up to speed because I wasn't concentrating, so I'll try and do that for a second. Yeah. My better judgment tells me I should have bought this lap, but I'll complete it and see what we can do. So I'm looking at a 143 if I'm lucky. And there's already a 142 on the board, which isn't that fast. There will be people faster. Doesn't look like anybody got a good first lap. Maybe we can get a tow up the main straight from this guy. 4th. I don't believe for a second that I'm holding on to 4th. Oh, excuse me. I'll give him a tow instead. Okay, we're on for a decent lap now. I can probably manage a 141, assuming I don't make any mistakes. Okay, somebody's just gone straight into the wall. Yeah, I'm more or less on target for something decent. Just got to keep my head on, really. So there were guys in free practice doing 139s. Cannot get one for the life of me. I'm simply not fast enough. But I also don't know what their tyre and fuel management strategy is going to be, because I'm sure that with pace like that, they're absolutely shredding tyres. I hope, anyway. Yeah, I'll get 141. Alright, that's a good step. No way. So I'm on provisional pole. And it's just not conceivable to me that I will actually stay on pole position. I'd be so worried if I keep pole position. Oh. Of course I'd like it. It'd be great. I don't think it's going to happen though. This car is geared really strangely. Gear number 2 is really tall and gear number 1's really short, so there's a definite lag between first and second gear. But based on the fact that we're still somehow on provisional pole, can't be that bad, can it? Far out. Okay, I'll try for one more good lap. Based on where people are braking, I'm pretty sure I'm going to run up the back of somebody and this lap's going to be ruined. Ah, rough. Yuck. Alright, excuse me. That was a pretty bad run out of there. Still, somehow, provisional pole, no idea. We've established that the Porsche is not on the pace. Please don't appear in front of me. Cool. That makes me so nervous. We've established the Porsche's not on the pace. I don't feel like I am on my best pace. If I haven't lost provisional pole by the end of the qualifying session, I'm just going to be astounded, honestly. Of course, I don't mean to be negative. I'm sure I'll take pole position, no worries. Anytime, thank you. We just got to manage our expectations here. Alright, my pace is off, I'm going back to the pit. So I'm just going to set my car up for the race. Front tyres will be hard, rear tyres will be medium. Brake balance will be all the way to the front. So that means we won't chew up the medium tyres before the hard tyres follow. Qualifying looks great. Cool, pretty happy with that. We'll see how that goes when everybody crosses the line again, but it's pretty good. Oh, hey Nick, I can see you're here, I'll just message you back now. Okay, one more. Ghost is looking pretty fast. Okay, so I was watching In Exile on his stream earlier, and he was telling me that the point table's changed, and it looks like it has. I mean, so if you come first, you get 80 championship points. In this split that I'm in the previous season, to come first, you would have got something more like 1,400 points. So there's obviously a huge reform in the way points are distributed. Now, I don't really know what that's going to mean. It shouldn't mean too much. You'll still accumulate points faster or slower than other people based on where you finish in the race and what split you're in and what your rank is. There's a couple of C and D ranked drivers in this split, so we're a pretty far cry from being in the S split. So there's probably 2 splits above this one. I can't believe we got 4th. See if we can make a good race out of it. Maybe even take first. It's kind of amazing that there's a D-ranked driver at the top. Congratulations to that driver, honestly. It's pretty solid effort. Hard's on the front, Med's on the back. 10 laps on this tyre configuration, as I mentioned. Then we hit the pits. We put medium tyres on the front and the back. We refuel the car to 54% capacity. We sit here and get emotional because this is so inspirational. Hand over your hearts, please. That's a really cool library. I don't remember if we're on a rolling start or a standing start. I'm just going to throw track. Yeah, okay, it's rolling. Oh, let's get him. I'm pretty sure Hayden was braking fairly early through those corners, and I was right. He is pulling away from me though. So I feel like the corner at the end of this straight's going to be a bit of a torpedo bay. So we're going to try not to get killed. And we've done it. We are still alive, everybody. That's amazing. It's a good time to be alive. I'm realizing now this is actually going to be a really difficult track to overtake on. Oh, jeez. Apparently not for that guy. Come on, you two. Well, that's going to be first place for me, I guess. Unless I'm get chopped like I think I'm about to by the Jag. He's gonna send it. Ah, oh, damn. Having to yield for that Jag actually cost me a bit. We'll get it back. We know the Porsche is capable of just about the best strategic plays, so... Oh, please don't kill me. That's pretty filthy. Oh well. Penalties all round for it. That sucks. I mean, it was a really great run. Good chance I would have ended up in first place by the end of that, and that actually cost me a good couple of seconds. But as I've mentioned a few times, the Porsche is capable of really amazing strategy, so that's going to get me that time back. Pretty confident. We'll all sort of settle down into our race positions soon, and things are going to get a lot less sketchy. ability to. We're going to have a hard time catching Ghost because Ghost has really good pace. Yuck. That's a better run out of there. Radar, please. Okay, we're pretty consistent with the qualifying pace now, so that's always good to have in your race. We might actually catch Ghost. Honestly, I'm not going to battle with the guy. I'm going to work with the guy. If I catch him, I'm probably going to bump draft him. I don't think we'll get a penalty for that, and hopefully we can break away from the rest of the pack. We've already established that they're not getting not the best lines into and out of these corners. I think the two of us are capable of making a pretty good race happen here if I don't completely ruin that. Just got to catch him first. I do believe I have the pace to catch him, hopefully. I wouldn't really be in this situation if I didn't get pinched coming out of that corner a couple of laps ago. Because that almost stopped me dead in my tracks. Cost me 4 positions in one go, but we've made those back, so it's obvious that we're having a decent go. So we've either just had a cracker of a lap, or the drivers both in front and behind had an ordinary lap. It was decent. I know we can do better, and we will actually beat that lap time when we get mediums on. Uh-oh. That's not good. We don't want that to happen ever. So that's cost me a bit of time. I won't let that happen again. I kind of just want to catch up to Ghost so we can break away. But, you know, he doesn't really want me to catch up to him. So, fair's fair, I suppose. He's not liking that last corner very much. We're definitely faster through that than he is, but he's just screaming up these straights. Look how much time he's got on me. He got 3/10 on me since I started my sentence. Five tenths on me. Oh, bit of a crunch. Oh, come on. Gotta stop doing that. It costs me an entire second on Ghost every time that happens. So by the time we finish this lap, our tyres are going to start to suffer. And that's expected. We're more or less where I thought we'd be at this point in the race. That's better. Definitely having trouble accelerating out of the corners with my tyres in the shape they're in. They're actually slow as anything out of these corners right now. They're not wearing in exactly the way I thought they would, but it's pretty close. So no changes to the plan. This will be where our tyres start to get unruly. And then next lap, we're in the pits. fresh new tyres. No reason to think that there will be any dramas for the rest of the race. And we're honestly just going to go hell for leather, absolutely ham at it for all of the rest of the race. I'm going to try for fastest lap here. I mean, Ghost hasn't improved on the lap time that they set early on in this race, and it's a pretty great lap time. But I know that we can indeed do better in a couple of minutes. Medium tyres, we want 54% fuel. That's going to run us out for the rest of the race. That'll do. Let's go. You know, I hadn't considered it, and I'm only just realising it now, but it's probably possible on hard tyres to do a no-stop race for this particular event, and there's me nearly putting it into the wall. Let's try not to do that. That's rule number 2. We haven't broken rule number 2 today. We have gone fast-ish, and we did not bin it yet. Pace is good. We're on for that fastest lap now. That's probably just cost me the fastest lap. That's alright. Yeah, definitely. Try again next lap. Close. We're on the pace. This could be the one. Maybe. Nah. Penalty up ahead. Big penalty up ahead. So I'm probably about to be defended against pretty aggressively. Just based on how aggressive everybody was at the start of the race. I don't know. I'm going to stay clean, you know me. I will sacrifice a position rather than ruin somebody else's race. But we might get the job done too, so... Not a good day for Ferrari. We've actually lapped that Ferrari twice, so something's gone seriously wrong with their race, and you got to feel for it. Things are about to get messy, I reckon. Maybe not. Let's get around them. They do have the inside line. But we've got the corner. Let's try and get that done again. So it was one of these two guys that pinched me into that divider that you just saw there, but I'm not going to call it deliberate because we were 3 wide when that happened. So there's a good chance that whoever was on the left moved over too far, which caused the driver on the right to pinch me against the wall. Definitely an accident under the circumstances. I wouldn't say anybody meant that. If it didn't happen, of course, we would be up there at the front having a battle with Ghost right now. So it's a shame, but all in all, pretty good race. I feel like we can collect another position in these last 2 laps. especially if stuff like that happens. That's a real shame for Rare White Ape. You don't want to see that happen to anybody. A Ferrari again for the third time. I don't know. It could be a new driver and doesn't understand how fuel works. Might be driving the car in limp mode with no fuel. Pulling a Ricky Bobby, wondering how everybody's going so fast. Doesn't know what to do with his hands. Any number of things could be going on here, people. Now there's a legitimate back marker up ahead, which means Ghost has already lapped somebody who is actually having a pretty serious go at this race. And we might also lap them. Hopefully that means we don't have to battle with them. Or, sorry, hopefully that doesn't mean we have to battle with them. Is that P? That is P1 with a penalty. Ghost. Obviously not enough of a penalty for us to catch him, which is a shame. Far out, we got the run on him though. See, this is what happened to me. My run up here was absolutely murdered during that turn 5 incident on the first lap. Oh, we were so close to taking first. Cool. That was a pretty enjoyable race. I would have liked it if it weren't for that early race incident. It pretty much stopped us in our tracks, and like as you can see, Ghost got that penalty on the last lap, which absolutely murdered his run up the front straight. And the same thing happened to us at the start of the game, because the start of the race, because we got pinched against the wall by accident, almost definitely by accident. I don't think there was any foul play going on there. You got to be happy with that though. P2, unless of course you're a Formula One fan, in which case certain Mercedes drivers would be very disappointed in that result. Very disappointed. Pretty good way to start season 2. I'm happy with that. So we would have got 75 points for that, I think. Let's find out. $77 points. Nice. Save that replay. Pretty cool. Decent start. Let's see what we can do with that kind of momentum. What exactly are the point rankings? It's probably not going to tell us for a while. Sorry, the screen probably just turned blue on you. Apparently you're not allowed to see the point ranks. Go figure. Maybe there's, I don't know, some kind of countermeasure against cheating or something like that. Who knows? Well, that was cool. Just let me check the calendar. Okay. The next 2 races on Dragon Trail, which I really like, and Nürburgring GP, which I also really like. I won't be able to race. Got a wedding on, and my sister's got some pretty cool stuff going on that we're going to go to as well. And then the very next race after that, which is Wednesday the 20th, is Spa, which is a new track on the lineup, and it's Group 1, so I will absolutely be in there, probably in the Toyota TS050 hybrid. The thing's an absolute weapon. I don't know why you'd drive any other car. I don't know, we could be wrong on the day, so I'll test it out first. And then we will be straight over to, where is it? Austria, Spielberg, for a Group 4 race on Red Bull Ring on the same day. So I'll be streaming those 2 back to back because I like both of those races very much. I suck at Spa. It's real bad. Probably going to bin it, and then probably bin it again. Red Bull Ring will be fine. Pretty fast around Red Bull Ring. I've racked up a lot of track time on that track because I have Assetto Corsa, which if you haven't heard of it, it's sort of your more hardcore, disciplined realism simulator. And it doesn't have many tracks. Red Bull Ring is one of the few on the lineup that I like, but I like it very much, so plenty of track experience. Gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys. That was heaps of fun. I'll catch you next time.